First thing to note is there's a different regime under the GDPR depending on how you collect someone's personal data. So if you get it from the individuals themselves, you need to comply with Article 13. If it's from a third party, such as a recruitment agency, then Article 14 applies. There's a whole raft of information that has to be supplied, similar but not the same in either case, and the timing is also slightly different. As there's so much information that needs to be provided to the candidates, it's usually done by way of a privacy notice. Some organisations have specific candidate privacy notices, others combine it with employee privacy notices. But I recommend the former, as there's quite a lot of difference between the type of data you hold for candidates and the data you hold for employees. Well, gone are the days of the EU-US Privacy Shield, thanks to privacy campaigner Max Schrems. His second case, known as Schrems 2 against Facebook, subsequently invalidated the Privacy Shield as a lawful means of transferring personal data to the US. Instead, standard contractual clauses became the order of the day. Even then, these aren't sufficient on their own to provide an adequate safeguard. You'll need to conduct a transfer risk assessment as well. This involves assessing the law and practice in the US. You can look at the European Data Protection Board's European Essential Guarantees recommendations to see if Section 702 of FISA, which is the Foreign International Surveillance Act, is relevant. This is the legislation that empowers US public authorities to snoop on electronic communications in order to detect possible terrorist activity. Clearly, with remote working, and if people are working on personal devices, it can be harder to keep control of data. Therefore, safeguards need to be put in place. So staff should be made aware of the data implications of remote working, such as using any app inbuilt security settings. So, for example, add meeting IDs and passwords to meetings, restrict access to those who need to attend, and control who can share their screens. Staff should be aware of how to use all these features. Of course, be aware of phishing risks. There's been a huge increase in cybersecurity attacks and phishing during the pandemic. You've probably seen numerous texts on your own phones from purported delivery companies or Royal Mail on failed deliveries, where it's clear the message is a scam. I've certainly seen a lot of these. Employees need to be on guard and aware of possible phishing risks. For example, could your organization install anti-phishing software which can spot messages that don't look genuine and flag an alert to the reader before they open or share the message?